Hey, Kathy Williams here with Happy Healthy Leadership. And today I want to talk to you about addressing conflict. Conflict is something that happens just by being human. It's going to happen in your workplace, it's going to happen with your family, it will happen with friendships. But what happens is when that conflict isn't addressed and that disagreement isn't addressed, it festers and it heals just as if a wound would heal that has some bad bacteria in there. And so it's so important that you address that conflict, because even with two individuals that might be fighting right now, if they don't address their conflict, it can actually spread throughout your company like a bad disease. So first start is addressing the conflict. And how do you do that? So when one person even feels or knows, sometimes you're just like, ooh, I said something that this isn't appropriate. The best thing that person should do is go to the individual that they said something to and apologize. Let them know, be factual about it first, and let them know, hey, I really apologize. I said whatever they said, XYZ. Apologize. I believe that and maybe it's addressing as, when I said this, this is what I meant, and I can see how it got taken as this way. And will you forgive me? Now, this allows that other party to respond back at, hey, no, I'm fine. No offense was taken. They might say, yes, it did actually hurt. I am bothered by this. But what it does is it opens the door for discussion and healing. Now, if you're the one that was hurt by something, same thing. You need to go and approach somebody and let them know that you're offended. Now, the best way to do this is first, whoever you need to talk, set up a time where the person is free and available to talk. So don't burst in them at an important time you don't know, but schedule that time. Maybe ask him, hey, do you have 5 minutes to talk? But when you get that time to talk, the very first thing that you're going to do is let them know, do you remember in this situation? So make sure it's very factual. Make sure they know what you're talking about. If they don't know what you're talking about, it means you're not being factual. So first get that agreement of, do you remember when this was? So maybe it's, do you remember when you said, and then be very factual about what they said? Or do you remember when this action was taken? Once you have that agreement of people know what you're doing, is then you need to second saying, when you did this action or when you said this is how it felt to me. This is what I made it mean. This is how I took it. Now that's super important to do, because now the person is going to be defensive because they cannot deny how you feel or what you made it mean. And they can maybe get an understanding deeper into you. Once you have said, how you felt, like what it made it mean to you, then you have the ability of making a request. Next time when you talk about this, will you please, maybe they're acting a certain way, maybe they're saying something differently, but you can make a request. Sometimes you just need to let them know that they made a feeling and that you would appreciate if they don't do something again. But separating the facts from what you make things mean is going to be super important, and the number one thing that you can do for effective communication and resolving conflict. If you cannot resolve that conflict by doing that, maybe you bring a mediator and you need to find out what the further solution is after that and what needs to happen. But take it yourself. First, start off, go directly to the individuals before you get other people involved and before you spread other things like a wildfire. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'd love to help you in your conflict resolution.